Returning to the Ukraine war now, with Russia's invasion now in its fourth week and tensions in the region high, NATO is sending more troops to the alliance's eastern borders. The US alone will soon have more than 100,000 troops across all of Europe, a presence not seen on the continent in almost 20 years. And it's not just on land. American ships are underway in European waters, including the aircraft carrier Harry S Truman. DW's Stephen Beardsley was on board the ship in the Mediterranean Sea and sent us this report.
The constant whine of jet engines, day and night aboard this carrier. The USS Harry S Truman launches FA-18 Super Hornets like these daily to patrol NATO's eastern flank for stray Russian jets. They refuel in the sky with NATO partners and remain on station for hours under NATO command. It's a level of coordination the alliance has been practicing for decades, today with added urgency. Below decks, the pressure is always high. Now, the chance of an encounter with Russian aircraft added to it.
Yes, it's in the back of our mind, but I think that the level of training we've gotten and our expectations relative to our rules of engagement is such that we're in a position to really deal with whatever comes our way.
The Truman is more than air power. It's accompanied by missile-carrying destroyers, almost certainly a submarine. Thousands of sailors work to keep operations going. They've been at sea for months, and no one knows how long the deployment will last.
Carriers like the Truman are a classic symbol of U.S. and NATO power projection, the ability to deliver military might almost at will around the world. Now, for NATO members, that's reassuring. And for the current conflict in Ukraine, all this firepower still doesn't have much use.
NATO's focus instead has been preventing the war from widening. That's why the U.S. wants these deployments to be visible. It's why it invites reporters aboard. And it's why the Navy Secretary has come to the Truman for a visit.
I would argue that the situation is quite stable here in the Mediterranean Sea. We have Russian vessels that are out here, we have American vessels, we have French vessels, we have Italian vessels, we have Spanish vessels. And it's a peaceful situation here as long as the Russians continue to behave. And that's what we want them to do.
A message amplified by Truman's presence, that a NATO not yet at war believes it can still deter one through strength.